So what is Char Siu? Chashu? Char Siu? Chashu?
Char Siu.
It's basically this Cantonese barbecue pork dish that I always see in Asian markets being sold, but I've never actually taken the chance to actually taste it. So if I'm going to have it, I'm going to do it the right way. First things first, research. First off, I have no money. Second off, China has no flight tickets because of COVID, so I'm going to show you what I actually researched. So Char Siu can basically be broken up into two parts, the meat and the sauce. For the meat, you can decide between pork or chicken. For the cuts of pork, you can choose belly, shoulder, or loin. For chicken, people generally use chicken thigh. Now for the sauce, we can break it down into two parts, marinade and glaze, but we can talk about that later. Digging into the meat, I want to keep it more traditional, so we will be using pork. Since fat means more flavor, I will be using pork belly. However, if you want an extremely lean cut of meat, then you can go for pork loin. If you want something in the middle, then you can go for pork shoulder too. Now for the sauce. I've split up the list between required and optional ingredients. I originally wanted to try all the different combinations of sauces, however that would be 2 times 2 times 9 factorial different possibilities. That's 1,451,520 combinations. Instead, I chose my ingredients in an attempt to get the most traditional taste possible. Next is the glaze. It is usually a combination of marinade, maltose, and sugar so that the outside of the meat gets a really nice caramelization going. My recipe for the sauce and glaze is on the screen now, so if you want to try it at home, go for it. Finally, we will be experimenting with 3 different cooking methods for Char Siu. Char Siu is traditionally cooked in an open flame, so we will be trying to replicate that with a closed lid grill. For the 2 roast methods, we will be trying the restaurant method of hanging the meat in the oven, and the at-home method with the rimmed baking sheet and pan. First things first, we're gonna need to try to call some places to see if they actually have some of these Chinese ingredients, because I don't have them here. What I'm mostly worried about is the maltose, the 5 spice powder, and the red fermented bean curd, because those are actually what I labeled as required ingredients, but I don't actually have those, and hopefully I can get it. If I can't, then it's gonna be a little sad. I also don't have red food coloring, so hopefully I can find a place that sells food coloring too. Wish me luck. Hello, I was wondering if you guys sold like some ingredients.
I don't understand.
I wanted to ask if you guys like sold some stuff or not.
I don't know speaking English, don't understand, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Is there someone who can or no?
No, not here.
Not right now. That's okay. Thank you. He couldn't speak English. That's a good sign. Maybe we'll try. Well, maybe we'll just go and say it, and we'll pray they have it. Good news is that the Target near me actually sells red food coloring, so let's go there first because there's actually hope. All right, let's get this. Wait, do I know where I'm going? Nope, I don't know where I'm going. Alright, so we are going to Target right now. Hopefully they have this stuff, or else I'm going to just be sad, I guess. I don't know. So we made it to Target. I've actually never cooked with food coloring before, so this is going to be a new experience. I'll see you guys after I get my stuff. A couple things. I forgot my wallet, but thank God Target has Apple Pay, because I wouldn't have been able to get anything there. Plus I've been driving illegally, but you know what, it'd be like that. So check this out. I got 2 whole packs of walnuts. That's pretty cool, right? And I didn't just get red food coloring. I got the whole pack. So now I can just, I don't know, I can color it blue if I wanted to. I can color anything now. So that's sick. Thank you, Target, for giving me everything I wanted and more. Okay, so this is day 2. I wasn't able to get everything yesterday, so now today we're gonna be visiting, oh no, that is not nice for camera. Today we're going to be visiting that little Asian market. Hopefully we can find everything. If not, I think there are a few other options, maybe a little further. Hopefully everything works out well, and I'll see you guys there. And look at that, we have made it. There was a little bit of a speech barrier between me and the person who I called yesterday. So what I am planning to do is that if the person doesn't know what I'm saying again, I got pictures. Hopefully he knows what these pictures are. We're just gonna go in. Amazing news, I found everything on our list, and that includes the maltose, the red bean curd, and the 5 spice powder. I'm really happy about this. Actually, I wasn't expecting to get everything, but now we are on track to make the best Char Siu imaginable, in theory, and self-proclaimed. Let's head back to the house and see how everything goes. You might be wondering what I have fish hooks for, and that's partially because I couldn't find meat hooks. So fish hooks and baker's twine was the next best thing I could get. So we're gonna go try that for our hook method of the baking process. Okay guys, me from the future, and I thought I should probably explain a little bit more what this hook situation is. So I made a little diagram for you guys to look at. A1 drawing, I know, but this is basically how it's gonna work. This is my oven, and on the inside I'm gonna place a little layer. I'm gonna put twine to hook on to the little grate areas, and then I'm going to have hooks on the twine to hold the meat together, along with the little splash protection right here, so that none of like the stuff gets onto the bottom of my oven. I can pretty much do like 1, 2, 3 experiments at once in this one oven. That's a good move. I also wanted to try out a more commercial version of Char Siu sauce, so I bought this one, and we can now professionally tell if our sauce is better than whatever this guy has. I'm ready for it. Let's get it going. I thought I could make homemade ginger juice, but I couldn't. So now I'm just gonna add a tablespoon of just minced ginger in here. Wow, look at her. She about to get marinated real good. Alright, I'm gonna let these bad boys marinate, and why do I like slapping these things? Okay, so it has officially been 4 hours of marinating time. I know some recipes tell you to do it overnight, but you know, I'm impatient and I want to try my Char Siu today. So for the sugar, I am going to be using dark brown sugar, because I feel like we might get a better caramelization going on in the outside when we glaze it. Obviously you could use light sugar, this is just a preference, doesn't matter what brown sugar. You could even use white sugar if you really don't have it, because the maltose will actually do a really good job at caramelizing it anyway. That is about 3 tablespoons. An observation I've made is that my sauce is actually a lot more liquidy than kind of this sauce. We have successfully made our 2 glazes. Now it's just time for us to get these bad boys into the oven. Alright, so as you guys saw, not the most amazing cross sections for these. This is the one done on a hook. This is the one on the grill, and this is the one in the oven, the same way cooked like this one. The first thing off the bat, like, you can obviously tell this is the commercial brand Marinade. No matter what brown sugar or whatever, this is not gonna get that traditional looking like char restaurant style thing that you get on the rest of these. Another thing I notice is that I do get a little more char on the grill cooked one, just because it was done on a grill. Obviously there's going to be more char. At one point there was too much charring on the top, so I had to cut it out midway before I bit into a burnt piece. So I guess now it's just the trying part. That was a great piece. I can really taste I can really taste all my garlic on there. I can taste the sweetness, the barbecue flavor. Not as salty as I was expecting, but definitely like all my flavors were there. Even the 5 spice really kicking in. Oh, I don't want to disappoint myself by having this one last, the commercial base one, so I think I'm gonna try it. It's what I expected. I am rightfully disappointed. It wasn't magical at all. Maybe I'm biased because I made these marinades, but like just the way this one looks and tastes, it's just not up to par. So this one is the grill. This one is different. This one you get a real like barbecue flavor from the grill from it. This is, I really like this one. That was better than the oven roasted. Just the grill flavor on it really added another like layer to the flavor. Alright, now this one is the one that was hanging. I'm expecting this one to taste the best, but after trying the barbecue one, I think that, I don't know if it can beat this one. Basically, the science to this one is that if it's hanging, I can baste it and not have like any sides like touched, because what happens is when you flip the meat over, the basting gets messed up. So that's why restaurants always like to hang the meat. I'm expecting this one to taste good, but who knows. I'm not mad with it. Not as magical as the barbecue one, I will say for sure. But I definitely would say that this one and this one had a very similar taste, which they should. The grill one, absolutely my favorite. I will definitely only be cooking my Char Siu on a grill now. This one, you already know how I feel about it. This one's trash. Okay, so I just finished having dinner with my family, and here were the results from unbiased people. For my mom, she actually had the same opinion on me with the same rating. She really loved the barbecue version the most. And for my brother, he actually chose a little bit of a different route. He thought that the regular oven roasted my marinade was the best, followed by the hooked version, then the barbecued version, and then finally the commercial marinade. So we got 3 people, 3 different opinions. Yeah, you know, this experiment is a little more neutral than biased now. So first experiment, my marinade versus the commercial marinade. And hands down, my marinade was better, you know, it's whatever. Second experiment, all the different types of cooking methods. It's just your choice at the end of the day. If you want a little bit of that char flavor, that barbecue flavor, then definitely go for the grill. If you want a more even looking marinade, but you want to do more work for it, then hang it. And if you just want something a little more quick but a little better than commercial, go for the regular oven roasted one. I definitely need to experience more before I really double down on this being the best recipe. Obviously, you're probably thinking, oh, we did both the experiments, like, you should be done, right? However, there's 2 things I haven't tried, and that is Char Siu Bao and Char Siu ramen, which are two crazy things that I found while I was doing research, and I definitely need to try those. So this Char Siu adventure isn't done yet, I would say. Peace.